What's going down? I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence, and you're listening to today's episode of the Confidence in the Clutch podcast on the Confidence in the Clutch network. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamond. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. It's important. Visit us on Facebook, Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at K&K. I was live on Twitter today. Threw out a couple of girls basketball mock seed and projections, KITK in the Clutch podcast style. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, going to Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook might be on the back burner from here on out, man. I don't know. Coming up, talking about the Super Bowl. Brian Flores getting the job. Lakers offer for AD. LaVar Ball is back, baby. NBA trades. Some prospective trades and some that shocked us in the middle of the night. And other NBA news, man. You already know. We're always going to be bringing you quality content with strong opinions and facts. The confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah, best of both worlds, y'all. Man, it's been real, yo, past couple days. I got my swagger back. Figured out my rhythm for grad school. It's all good, baby, so I had to drop one for y'all. It's Wednesday. Y'all know how I do. Wednesday, Sunday, I try to do it. If I can get a couple quick ones in throughout the week, I'll do it like that, y'all. Thank you for the love and support worldwide. All my downloads. Appreciate you. Jump right into it. The New England Patriots win Super Bowl 53, 13-3. It's New England's 6th Lombardi trophy in 18 years, ties Pittsburgh for most ever. Tom Goat Brady is what you got to call him, has 6 rings. I was a Montana guy, I still am. Tom Goat Brady has 6 rings. Most of any football player ever. Bill Belichick, 6 titles, most of any coach in history. My problem with the Super Bowl is New England's defense that nobody talked about preceding them. Okay? Tom was washed up. They was old. They didn't have this. Josh Gordon was that. Oh, my God. They lost it. New England's defense showed their worth. Coach Bill Belichick showed his worth. Defensive coordinator Brian Flores showed his worth. The scheme, the pressure, the performance. The whole defense needed to be an MVP, right? Period, point blank. The defense needed to be the MVP. Somebody, but Edelman won the MVP. 10 catches for 150 yards in a low-scoring, low offensive output game. The Rams defense showed up. Brady threw a pick. Brady fumbled, but the Patriots got it back. So, my question to America, to the world, baby. Did Edelman deserve MVP or somebody from the defense? Think about it. Stephon Gilmore, 1 interception, 5 tackles, a forced fumble. 3 pass defenses are deflected. Dante Hightower, 2 sacks, 1 pass breakup. Could have gave it to Gilmore. Could have gave it to Hightower. There's been defensive MVPs. But the defense won. Defense wins championships. Tom Goat Brady. The New England Patriots. I don't think they're done. I don't think this is the swan song. As long as Belichick over there and he do what he do and he get the talent in and Brady can do what he need to do, man, I don't see that they're not the favorites. We're going to talk about the favorites in a second, though. So, just give me some stats and facts from the Super Bowl. Lowest scoring game in the history of the Super Bowl. That's the first thing. Oh, wrong app. Lowest scoring game in the history of the Super Bowl. First Super Bowl with no TDs through 3 quarters. They had the longest punt in history from the Rams punt. I forgot to write the brother name down. I apologize for that. The Patriots are 6-3 in Super Bowl since 2001. The Patriots, 37 franchise playoff wins, most all time. The Rams had 0 red zone plays. I don't understand why. Goff. Everybody wants this Sean McVay. Sean McVay wasn't creative enough to get Goff off. What was wrong with my man, Todd Gurley? He said he wasn't hurt. Why wouldn't they use him more then? Play action is what got the Rams to be lethal like that. Cooper Kupp, when he went out, that changed the complexity of their team on offense as well. Nobody talked about that too much. Skip did all the times. Skip Bayless did all the time on Undisputed Center. Brian Flores and Bill Belichick, they could have been co-MVPs of the game if you ever given them to a coach. They held that high-power offense that averaged 33 points, I believe, a game, to 30 points under their average. Do the math. And, of course, we got to talk about our people down in the NO who's having a hard time. Would the Saints have choked versus the Pats? Would Drew Brees have choked? Would Michael Turner have choked? I don't know. We don't know. We'll never know the answer to that, yo. You heard me? Never would know the answer to that. 4, Super Bowl 54. Kansas City Chiefs opens up 6-1 odds to win Super Bowl 54. Moving on. Defensive coordinator, we talked about him, Brian Flores, man. He's introduced as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins on Monday. He's the only minority hire out of 8 openings with 3 minority firings. I got 2 words. Stay woke. Stay woke. I just don't understand how you hire brothers, you give them a chance because of the Rooney Rule, then when they don't do what you expect them to do in 1 or 2 years, they get fired, but others get favor. Fired or favor? Gotta write that down. I think that's going on the Confidence in the Clutch t-shirt. Fired or favor? It doesn't come down to the color line because, you know, we don't have too many black execs. We don't have any black owners in the league. Good Old Boys Network, you know, it is what it is, popular sport in America. But the league is 70% black, so the representation should be that as well. But, I mean, you got 1 black head coach, 2 black head coaches, 3 black head coaches. You know what I'm saying? In the league, it's not good. It's not good. Not good at all. But I'm glad Brian got a job, man, on everything. So, moving on. People talked about the Super Bowl performances, like, you know, people were still with the Kaepernick. Like, man, I don't watch. My OG don't watch. He didn't watch no NFL this year. Said because of Kaepernick. I get it. Yeah, the unarmed murdering black man, that should have been going on since the beginning of time, since we've been in this country. You know what I mean? The unarmed murdering of black man. They said you looked at a white woman, you were getting killed. So, let alone if you winked the eye, blew a kiss, whistled at her, said, hey, baby, anything. You see what happened to Emmett Till? So I don't see how anybody can be mad at him for taking a stance, for taking a knee for the atrocities that was given to black men in this country and other oppressed minority men, or any man or any woman, period, that was killed in cold blood. But the oppressed voice needs to get heard first. And the most oppressed people in the face of this world is the black man and the black woman. So some people didn't agree with Travis Scott being on the Super Bowl halftime performance. Some people didn't agree with Big Boy being on the halftime performance. I'm going to fall back on Big Boy because it's Atlanta, and they should have had Atlanta should have been the halftime performance. But then what would have happened? What everybody would have said, well, hey, Atlanta here, it's all good. Is that what would have happened, y'all? That's what we need to try to figure out. Would that have been good? Should black or woke artists have performed? Adam Levine of Maroon 5 was having problems. He was struggling with should he do it as well because he's woke. You know what I'm saying? But I know what don't change nothing. That paper come calling, man. It is what it is. Jay-Z said the Super Bowl came after him. No. So now what they're gonna have to do? They're going to get somebody safe. So I say I can't count nobody else's money, right? But the stance was never uniform. We had some NFL players kneeling, some NFL players raising their fists, some NFL players staying in the locker room. So there was never a uniform statement from the players what they was want to do when Kaepernick supposed that showed up to help the brothers out, to let them know what it is. Maybe he just wanted everybody to take the knee, but everybody couldn't take the knee. So it is what it is, man. Stay woke. Period. Moving on. The Lakers offer the house. Finally. Lakers offer the house. Josh Hart, Zubac, Ingram, Kuzma, Ball, and 2 first-round picks for AD. That's way too much, though. Pelicans are online, too. But guess what? They're not saying anything. You know what I'm saying? They're not counter-offering or anything like that. That's the major BS that's going on with the whole thing. They will not accept the Lakers' offer. So AD will sit the rest of the year. They're not going to accept the Lakers offer. AD has put the Clippers, Bucks, and Knicks on his preferred. Listen, we will talk how crucial the Clippers is looking right now for AD. Previously, before 2-something in the morning, neither of those teams can make an offer for him. The Knicks tried to trade for him. Lakers were not getting him by the deadline. It's unprofessional and unfortunate for AD. We talked about it before. An owner can trade you and ain't got to tell you shit. Hey, we'll trade you. Thanks for your support and service. When a player says something, oh, he's under contract and he can't do that. And if you allow that to happen, then it's going to open a... But a owner can trade a player and it ain't messing up nothing for that player. What about that player's family? All right. I just don't want to fuck with you no more. You know what I'm saying? If I want to fuck with you no more, it is what it is. AD has played his last game in New Orleans, though. And we're going to get into how the Clippers are in the house now with this, all right? So, Mr. Ball, LaVar Ball is back. Man, I knew it wasn't going to be too long till Brother LaVar came back, man. Brother LaVar is back, and he's back in a big way. He was on a Phoenix radio station, and he has some things to say. And I don't know how that's going to go over with other people in the Lakers organization. He wants Lonzo traded to Phoenix instead of New Orleans. And he said he's speaking it into existence, quote unquote. Now we have a problem. He blames Luke for giving his son a losing mentality. I love LaVar Ball as a dad for how he rides for his kids, his children, and the things he tells them. I love him how he takes care of his wife who had a major stroke. He's an excellent husband. Those are pluses. But as a basketball parent, I don't, because it's a negative because he's ruining his kids. You know what I mean? They got to be able to go through some shit, man. Just because daddy say this is what it is don't mean that's how the world treats your kids. If everybody did that, then nobody kids would suffer, cry. Everybody get A's in schools and cookies and all that shit. No, it's going to be some adversity given to your kids. Adversity starts in the crib when you have teaching moments. As a parent, it's always important to have discipline for your children, but it's also important to teach your children. Everything is not the discipline, taking away the phone and when they were little, popping them on their little butt or leg or whatever, however you discipline your children. You got to have teaching moments. This is a teaching moment, son, about just everything that made you unfocused possibly and making you weak as far mentally that you didn't play to the best of your ability, son. All the other distractions, son. We asked you to be careful. Then you had the baby and all. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that go into that. Maybe playing in LA wasn't good for him. He's been there all his life. Just something to think about that. But blaming Luke Walton, and then he went on out talking about AD ain't no winner, and this and that. He ain't won no playoff series. He been in the league long enough. Now you talking about somebody else's kids. So AD daddy should come. So if AD daddy come out and say something about your kids, then what? So now we got dads at it because you attacking somebody else's child. AD didn't say nothing about your son. That's why I don't like him as a AAU parent, basketball parent, because this is what the parents do, and it's so classless, yo. He's a good brother. He's a great father and husband. But as a parent of an athlete, he's terrible. This is like as worse as parents calling college professors about their children's grade. Your kid is in college and you're calling about them, their grade. Why did my son earn or something? Are you fucking kidding me, yo? You're bugging. Let's get into these NBA trades, y'all. What's going on and the things that may happen, yo. Memphis and Toronto was talking about a trade. It was reported that Toronto has offered Kyle Lowry and Jonas Valanciunas for Memphis's Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. To me, that's a good trade for both teams. It could put Toronto over the hump and bring them out of the East this year. I'm sure Boston, Milwaukee, and Philly, with their new acquirers, will have something to say. Toronto's going all in for this year, and if they don't win, they can rebuild. That's what they can do making that trade. Kyle Lowry's mad what they did to DeRozan, and I want to shout out to Messiah Jury because he did tell Kyle, we putting you in the trade, man. I just want to let you know because I didn't do that to DeMar DeRozan, and you know what I'm saying. That was the problem with y'all. So I will never do that again. I appreciate the brother for righting his wrongs. I appreciate that because other people when I did it. The Clippers and Sixers in the middle of the night agreed to trade Tobias Harris, Boban Marjanovic, Mike Scott for Landry Shamet, Wilson Chandler, and Mike Muscala, and a 2020 first rounder and a 22-21 unprotected first rounder via Miami and 2 second rounders. Woo! Philly gave up a lot. Tobias Harris is a free agent this year. He can go sign whatever. But Philly freed up enough money that they can keep him and Jimmy. How about that? So now let's look at this Sixers lineup. You got Ben Simmons, J.J. Redick at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3, Tobias Harris at the 4, and Joel Embiid at the 5. They balling. Now they bench, but they balling. We got somebody to back up Joel. Are they contenders now? Absolutely. They were contenders before, but they are contenders now. The East just got better. Just got better, y'all. Just got better. Sad news. NBA news. John Wall. Brother Wall was already out for the season with an injured heel. He ruptured his Achilles tendon in a slip and fall in his home. Damn. Recovery is 12 months from that. The Achilles tendon. And I wonder, is it the same foot that he had surgery on? Damn if it is. Because what about rehab for that heel? He goes into making like down there $40 million a year next year. Should the Wizards trade Bradley Beal by Thursday? The Lakers are not going to get. They're not going to get AD. Mrs. Benson, the owner of the Pelicans now, will have to say, what's our best offer? Take it. Because AD, they're going to sit them, and that's not right. They can't do that. They can't do that. The Players Association will have a field day with that. The Wizards should trade them to the Lakers for Lonzo Ball or something. You know what I'm saying? Like Lonzo Ball and somebody else, just trade them. Whatever y'all gonna do, if that's what we gonna do, because we don't get AD, we got to get out of the AD, and we just got to make sure we got this max slot for next year or something. I don't know. I don't even know if that would add up. I'm gonna have to get in the trade machine, the ESPN trade machine, and see if I can trade. Lonzo for Bradley Beal. Lonzo on somebody for Bradley Beal. I'm thinking, right? So let's see. Okay. Sister Maya Moore. Not the Timberwolves. The Minnesota Lynx plans on sitting out the 2019 WNBA season. She already sat out the international season to focus on family and ministry. Appreciate for walking in her faith. She was saying that basketball is taking her to great places, but she always feels there's something else she should do with her life, and her job is like to make everybody to love Jesus and make sure everybody knows who Jesus is. So she has a walk of faith, and I think she's going to do phenomenal things in that walk of faith. I really appreciate her for doing that. Follow your dreams, whatever they may be. Don't matter what somebody else might say. She has everything. So now, what's the quote? What is the use of man to gain the world to lose his soul? Brother Chris Bosh will have his number retired by the Heat in March. A lock for the Hall of Fame. Well-deserved Chris Bosh. Question is, will LeBron get his number retired by the Heat? It's all on Pat Riley right now, ain't it? I'm sure they'll figure it out. LeBron, if Chris Bosh's number get retired by the Heat, I'm sure that Brown will get his too sooner than later. Speaking of LeBron James, last night losing by like 40-plus points. That was terrible. But LeBron James is the 5th player in NBA history to score over 32,000 points, even though it was the worst loss of his career to the Pacers. They just gave up. Young cats mad. Social media getting to them. People talking crazy. They just couldn't handle it. But they are professionals. They're getting paid to play basketball, so they got to figure that out. If don't nothing happen, a conversation will have to be made. LeBron will have to lead it. Luke Walton will have to lead it, and then they move on. And we got to keep on playing. So, shout out to Westbrook. He averaged a triple-double, right, 2 years ago. Averaged a triple-double again last year. Then he's averaging another triple-double right now. Westbrook has 7 triple-doubles in a row, tied him for Michael Jordan records, and he's 2 away from Wilt Chamberlain's record of 9 in a row. Shout out to Russ, man. I hope he do it, man. He changed his game up a little bit, too. Paul George is the go-to scorer, while Russ is averaging nice numbers, but he's getting a triple-double, and they're winning, right? So that's it, y'all. Get on out, right on out for y'all, man. Listen. Confidence in the Clutch is more than just confidence in the clutch. I have an MKE Chosen Few series coming up this weekend. I'm very excited to talk to brother Brandon Joseph. It's going to be nice. It's finna rev up with the Power Reverberation and the Queen of the South coming this summer. I might even jump on this The Shy one, though. I'm really thinking about doing a Shy 5 takeaways from The Shy season 2. I'm really thinking about it, y'all. I'm really thinking about that joint. I don't know. I got to see player Clee want to do it with me. Might have to do it by myself if she don't. We got the love affair discussions with Kels. You can watch visuals of those on YouTube. Kels holds it down. Getting a little bit more political with other things too, so y'all make sure y'all tune into that. At the Office of Bella and Kill, I'm waiting for them to say they're ready to do a show. They supposed to been doing the show for like damn near a month now. They bugging. And my MKE in the Clutch Girls podcast. Come with another one of those. I'll probably come with that one later on this evening too. If not tomorrow, y'all. So that's what we're doing. Something to Cook is coming soon. Thank you for supporting the network. I've been recording for a year now. We've been live since March, mid-May. Anniversary coming up, y'all. So just, man, hold me down, man. I appreciate y'all. Leave me any comments anywhere. Share the podcast. I love when y'all download. I love when we do the live stuff on Facebook with Love Affair discussions. I will start going live with this. I will start recording these too. You know what I'm saying? When I had guest hosts with me and all that. But you know, it ain't about all that. It's just about that strong content, right? You know what it is. It's always about the quality content with strong opinions, y'all. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Gold ball or bust. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. It's important. Visit us on Facebook /Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KNK, y'all. We up out this joint. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.